Pickaxe.
Hello and welcome to 0 Degrees, the podcast with no qualifications where we try and solve your complications. I'm Harry and I'm joined by my lovely friend Lydia. How you doing?
Hello, Harry, Barry, Boo. How are you?
Very good, very good. Our friend Ravs has abandoned us. He's gone. He's AWOL.
He's Maya. He's missing in action, but I don't know what the action is because he's certainly not getting any. He's gone.
He's gone. I was tempted to start printing out posters of him and putting them up around town like a kind of lost cat.
Yeah. Have you seen this thing?
Have you seen this Scottish boy?
The Scottish boy has gone missing.
My Scottish boy is one missing. Please return him if found.
I always just assume if we can't get hold of Ravs, he's accidentally fallen asleep. So maybe he's just in the land of honk shoe, me.
Honestly, yeah, I have no worries. I'm just always 100% certain he's completely asleep.
Yeah. He's almost certainly conked out. But it's okay because and you...
No, I think it's worth exposing. It's 1:20 in the afternoon.
To be fair, it is 1:20.
I'm happy to drop the time code. It's 23 past 1. It's quite late.
It is actually late. To be fair, if you were listening to this podcast, you might assume we were recording at like 9 a.m. or something.
Yeah, that intro did make it sound like it was like, it's 6 a.m.
He's fallen back to sleep again. But no, dear listener, it's almost 1:30 in the afternoon. So
I mean, for some people, the day's nearly done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Christ, you're up at the crack of dawn and you're getting ready to wind down. Thinking about the end of the day.
This is like maybe the pub is cooling time. But for Ravs, I mean, the pub is cooling at any time, but for Ravs, this is still deep sleep.
This is dead of night, conked out.
Do you believe in that? Like, I feel like it was such a big thing. Like when iPhones got released, one of the biggest apps that like came out with them, I guess, on smartphones was like all those sleep apps.
Oh yeah.
Do you do like the whole circadian rhythm thing?
Yeah. So I think we've discussed this before in terms of like whether we go along with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I I have one of those watches that says like you slept okay or you slept shit.
Oh, an anxiety watch. Nice.
Yeah. And sometimes it does align. Like I woke up yesterday and I felt really refreshed, which very, very rarely happens to me. And I looked at the app and it said you slept amazingly. And it never says you slept amazingly. Every single night.
That's amazing.
Because every single night it always says you didn't get enough deep sleep or you woke up too much or your REM was too high. There's always something I'm not doing right.
I feel like I don't need to be negged by a small little watch. Do you know what I mean? I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I do feel like shit. Thanks.
Thanks a bunch, dickhead.
What are you going to do to change it, Mr. Watch?
I try to do the things that, I try to go sleep at the right time and all the shit you say, but every fucking morning you're telling me you didn't get enough deep sleep. Like, bitch, I'm trying. What else can I do? I shut my eyes and see what happens. Like, what else do you want me to do?
Oh, it's so, yeah. I've always been quite jealous. There's meant to be this kind of thing in the military that you can just fall asleep. Like, you just kind of learn to just do mini sleeps. I honestly feel like I would join the army just for that skill and then I'd dip. Like,
but Harry, you'd have to shave all your hair off, your beautiful long mane.
If that meant I could like just catch like 20 minutes of Z's whenever I want and it was actually effective, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, so you can look up. I looked up when I was going through a patch of insomnia. I looked up that technique.
Joining the army.
I looked up joining the army, and it's because it's like they teach them right if it's like fighter plane, whatever's, and they need to get like little bursts of sleep when they can get it. And I looked up the technique, and and to be honest, I can see that if you really practiced it, you would eventually nail it. But as an impatient person who did it 2 times and was like, why am I not asleep? I wanted instant results. But I imagine if you it's all just about like imagining you're in a dark hammock.
If it's their fucking job. Do you know what I mean? It's not my job to go to sleep. Like, it's their job to actually, like, when they have to sleep, they have to sleep.
They have to sleep because if they don't, they are going to make a horrific mistake later on because they're so sleep deprived. Like, it's so important that they sleep.
I guess firefighters maybe have that as well because firefighters go on call for quite a long time, don't they? So they're probably quite good at, just sleeping in between the jobs.
Yeah, I guess any of those kind of jobs where it's like shift work, long hours, important roles like doctors and, things like that, I guess you would have to just get really good at. But I guess you're so exhausted, you probably do just conk out. But
I guess also adrenaline kind of helps like waking the fuck up and not feeling tired.
Yeah. And a shit ton of coffee. But yeah, I don't know. Fuck sleep, man. I love sleep and I hate it. I'm in a toxic relationship with it.
Yeah, I think the thing is, I'm aware that good sleep is really good for you, but also
it's so important.
So much of the time I just think about sleep, I'm like, it's half of your life that you're just kind of not spent doing things. Do you know what I mean? It is kind of, it's XP waste is what I'm saying. Yes, it's life XP waste. Like, just not very efficient to sleep
Right,
lots.
it's not an efficient. You could be like that guy that went viral because he was like, you have 24 hours in a day, whereas I have 3 days. I have 3 sets of 8-hour days in one day.
Is he the guy who injects his child's blood into his face or whatever? Is he that guy? The vampire man?
Honestly, I think there's so many of these guys now. Like, I think he was a different one who sees his day as 3 separate days. It's like, dude, it's still the same thing. You fucking moron.
What an absolute wanker.
I know. Or the guy, you've seen the viral guy at the moment who dunks his face in the ice water.
Is that an advert for water?
I don't think so. I think he is just. Maybe he's sponsored by that water brand. I'm not actually sure. It would be.
I feel like it's an advert for the water.
It's very like branded, and it shows it a lot.
It's like super branded on the water. And branded water is like such like a weird scam. Like honestly, water. Like the fact that we have brands of water is fucking mental.
And some of it's so expensive. Like glass bottle fancy brands are so expensive.
Honestly, like the water that you buy at WH Smith's in a train station is fucking worth more than gold. It's like £20 for a 9-litre bottle.
Oh my
it's
God,
like
you're absolutely gagging for a drink and you look at it and you're like, fuck me, how much is this bottle of water going to cost me? Jesus.
Just because some bloke on the internet dunked his face in it and now they can sell it for 20 quid.
Well, I remember watching, is it Smile 2? There's like, she keeps downing these like big bottles, like glass bottles of brand water.
Oh, was it like a deal?
I think it might have been a deal, yeah. And I'm sure I looked it up and like the bottle of water is like $45 or something. And it's like,
she was drinking Voss water.
It's the fountain of youth, and it fixes your life. And
ruins your life.
Ruins your life because now you're poor.
Everyone who has drunk this has died.
Everyone who has drunk this has lost their home because they couldn't keep up with their rent repayments. But yeah, I know it is wacky, the idea of like...
It's pretty annoying, honestly. The whole brand deal in a movie or TV show thing kind of fucks me off because we have to do so much disclosure online when we get sponsored to do a thing. And then they just fucking, it's just James Bond and he's driving a fucking Aston Martin that you got for free and it's all just basically a car advert for like 2 minutes. And it's like... no disclosure needed. There's just a tiny little word at the beginning of the movie 2 hours ago that said there might be a product placement in here, and that's it. And it's so bullshit.
That's a good point. I never thought about it like that. They don't have to go through the same like hoops. They should be, all right, let's petition every time a brand is on screen, a massive hashtag ad sign takes up the whole screen for a minute and a half.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I could be great. I think that subliminal advertising when you're like watching a movie is kind of the worst because it does draw you out if it's obvious or if it's too subtle. It's just like that's fucked up.
Dude, I have 5 Aston Martins and I can't even drive. But I love James Bond movies.
Yeah. Daniel Craig, fuck you. This is a call out.
Fuck you, Daniel. I can't drive. I have all these beautiful cars.
You're addicted.
But it's true though. Like the subliminal messaging, like even though we'd like to think like, please, that doesn't work on me. It absolutely does. You watch something and someone's drinking a can of Diet Coke and then an hour later you're like, God, I really fancy a can of Diet Coke. You're not making that link, but it is like, subliminal messaging.
I fucking hate that you just said have a Diet Coke because now I just really want a Diet Coke.
I really want a Diet Coke now.
Wonderful. Our brand new sponsor, Diet Coke.
Yes, Diet Coke. Make sure to drink a cold
We don't get many
glass.
sponsors on this show, Lydia. I think it might be the contents of the things we discuss.
Yeah,
I think that might be scaring people away.
I don't think Diet Coke would like pegging.
Well, if you enjoy Zero Degrees, please be sure to become a patron because we are never going to get sponsored by Diet Coke, unlike Daniel Craig.
Daniel?
Yeah, bastard.
What the fuck, Daniel?
Speaking of vile content, should we do some questions?
Yes, great segue. Perfect. This is a message from a lovely Patreon member. Thank you so very much. Says,
Very nice.
hello, my hooded brethren. So that's something that the patrons...
That's a Patreon reference. If you're a patron, you understand
reference,
that.
the hooded brother.
We had a deeper discussion about circumcision, I believe.
We did.
Yep.
Very long time.
Wow. So long.
They say, hello, 0 degrees. I am also someone with 0 degrees. Massive fan of the show. My question / predicament is a bit less amusing, to be honest, but how do I get over massive FOMO, aka fear of missing out? For context, when I was a teenager, I got back in touch with my childhood friend, and now my ex-best friend at the time saw it as her mission to become his girlfriend. Wait, sorry, I need to understand this.
So his best friend, someone who used to be best friends with is now trying to. His best friend basically, he had a childhood friend. His best friend is now trying to date that person.
Right,
and
but
now
that
because
best friend is no longer his best friend.
I assume because of it, they're no longer best friends. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. That's my reading issues. It's not the message. I just can't understand things. Okay, I don't know if it was to get at me or something, but it was kind of weird. Stupid teenager high school stuff. Well, in the end, she ended up trying to keep him all to herself by putting him against me, deleting messages and sending each of us screenshots so it looked like we were insulting each other.
God.
We've since made up and we no longer talk to her. Okay, well, that's good. This was 10 years ago. I'm now 25. And while I am over it, because of this, I struggle with serious friend jealousy and FOMO. My current closest friends are 2 friends of mine that I introduced together. Even though we've been friends for years, whenever they hang out without me, I just get a bit sad. I know I shouldn't feel like this as it's a bit childish. We're all adults in our mid to late 20s, so I feel weird about being jealous, but I can't help it. Today, they were playing in the Minecraft world we created and were already on when I logged on. They ignored me when I asked if they wanted to chat. I know they aren't secretly seeing each other because one of them is asexual and the other one is in a committed relationship. And I know they don't hate me. One of them is literally visiting me from the US to the UK to meet up with just me. She wouldn't do that if she didn't like me, but I just can't shake this feeling that I'm missing out on something. Have any of you felt this way? Do you ever get FOMO when you're not in gameplay with other friends or yogs? Should I talk to them or should I just let them be?
Aw.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I feel like these feelings are pretty, like, from their experience, pretty valid. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't feel like they're being crazy. I feel like they've gone through some fucked up shit. And it's
definitely.
And that changes your perspective maybe on friends and relationships and stuff. So I don't feel like they're being like, I don't feel like this is like, they're not like hallucinating. Do you know what I mean? They're
no.
It feels like they're just like over analyzing because of that experience. Like small things that maybe other people don't pay attention to.
No, 100%. Like, I'm just reading again about so it sounds like,
they worried all their friends are going to fuck each other. That sounds like their core fear.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess if you reconnect with a good friend and then your ex-friend starts banging them and like manipulates you both to hate each other,
that is crazy.
To try and hate each other, that will make you worry in the future that your friends are going to hook up and hate you or something. You know, it's understandable. Like you've had a bad experience, you're worried that something's going to happen again. Like it's just how our brains work. Even if it's a different circumstance and stuff like that, that we still worry about, you know, history repeating
it's that kind
itself.
of pattern recognition that makes us as humans really good at doing things. So like it's not like a detriment to you. It's a positive. Like you got a good brain.
Yeah.
But I feel like you got to just say to your friends that you've gone through this crazy experience, and so you are like a little bit more sensitive. And if they're good friends, then they will listen and be like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry," you know. We don't want to make you feel like that. Like I feel like being open. I feel like with friends, you can be open about something like that.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And maybe you just make it clear that they're not allowed to fuck. Because last time your friends fucked, that was like really bad. It
was really bad.
Kind of sucked.
You can't tell them they're not allowed to fuck, Harry. You can't police that.
No fucking.
No fucking. No. I do absolutely sympathize with this because even though I'm even more grown and old, I still definitely like, even though it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like this like vicious monster, green-eyed monster within me. I think everyone probably gets pangs where it's like, oh, if your mates hang out and you didn't get an invite, you're like, oh, how come I didn't get told about that? Like, or little things like that happen. Definitely, I think anyone would kind of be a bit like, I think that's completely normal. It's if it's like all consuming, and if the fact that anyone even talks together without you involved, that it drives you crazy, that's when it's obviously like jealousy is becoming a real big issue. But I think it's very normal to have pangs of like, oh,
it's also like,
I'd like to have done that.
Is it like a one-off? Do you know what I mean? Is it just like this weird, like these events that these moments of FOMO are happening, like, are they months between them? Like, is it for the most part they are thoughtful, caring, they do consider and invite you, and you are part of the friendship group or whatever? Like, and if it's happening frequently, then like, yeah, these guys are probably fucking dickheads.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean? Like, if they like, don't lie to yourself and be like, these are my friends, and they're just like completely ignoring you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I definitely think circumstance matters. Like, if it's like, oh, we bumped into each other, and then we were like, oh, do you want to go to the pub? And they went to the pub with each other, and that was it, and you weren't invited because it just was like this spontaneous whatever, then that's different. But if it's like, oh yeah, it's this person's birthday, and they've done this big thing, but they didn't invite you,
but
like,
but out of like 20 friends,
else.
they didn't invite you. Is like, okay, that was something. There's something deeper there to like dig into.
I think it's worth, this is what I would tell myself anyway. I think it's worth taking a step back and doing just that, working out if these are like very inconsequential, is that the word? Like these little things that are not malicious and they're not targeted, or if it feels like actually these were people being a dickhead. Because if you can look at it and say, okay, these aren't people being mean. I am just sensitive to this. I don't know if saying something is the best idea, because if you say like, hey
guys,
going to
scare them away.
Yeah, like, I don't like it. I'm very sensitive about this, and obviously you wouldn't word it like this, but like, I don't like it when you play Minecraft without me, or I don't like it when you do this. It can feel quite controlling. Like, you don't get to hang out without me there. So I think it's really worth assessing the situation, because it could just be so harmless. But it doesn't take away that you feel like this. 100%, it doesn't take that away.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it has to come down to that frequency, that like, because it's within that frequency is whether you find whether it is malicious. Like,
but then exactly. But then again,
even though ignorance can be malicious, do you know what I mean? Like, people just not
not like, thinking,
not being that we don't like you, we want to slow you, exclude you from our friendship group, but more so, we just don't care.
Yeah.
Because not caring kind of makes you not a friend.
Like, you're just, if you don't like care and think about a person, then you're a shit friend as well, even if it's not malicious. If you don't put thought into someone. I guess like if one of my friends turned around to me and said, oh, I'm just a bit sad, like you did these things and I would have loved to have come, I would be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Of course, I will make sure to always invite you. So maybe actually saying something is a good idea. God, I don't know. Yeah. I've confused myself now.
I feel like you're so correct in that you have to make it not like, I know it sounds fucked up, but you kind of have to just to not cause awkwardness. I feel like you have to kind of make it not a them problem, not an accusation. Of like, you've maliciously tried to not include me in things. I feel like doing that, because people get defensive of that type of shit, and that's like, that's not going to breed a happy friendship. Instead being like, I've just been feeling a bit left out, and I think it's probably just on me, but I just appreciate if you guys could, just give me a poke if you're doing things, or, or hanging out or whatever. Like, I think making it like this is how I feel, not you've done anything.
Yeah, I think that's very good advice. Yeah, don't make it like you're the problem. Make it like no, wait, I'm saying this in the wrong way. Exactly what Harry just said. Just follow what Harry said.
I think the thing is, I think it's probably because this friendship sounds like it's an over the internet one, and I think over the internet friendships are so much more complicated. Just in the sense of you don't get those in person, body language cues that let you learn more deeper about your relationship with somebody, but also like just the fact that people just not reply to your messages, and just like it's just so easy to not interact online.
Oh my God!
And for that FOMO to build, Whereas you don't know exactly what their schedule is, what they're doing. Are they at work? Are they busy? Are they out for a run? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Whereas it feels like in person,
true.
a friendship where you regularly meet up as an in-person thing, there's a bit more of a schedule and a pattern there, and
100%, yeah.
and a bit more like logic of like, well, why aren't they at their well, of course they're not at their computer all the time or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit more disconjointed.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah. I mean, God, I'm terrible at messaging people. I'm
terrible.
bad at it.
I am the worst.
I'm so shit at it. But if I'm with you in person, like I'd be lovely and hang out and I'm never not messaging someone because I don't like them or I can't be bothered with them. So if all my relationships were like purely via messaging, I wouldn't have any friends. because everyone would just fucking drop me because they would just get sick of me.
I just also don't. Maybe it's just growing up with the internet, but I just don't find that like. I just would rather talk in person. I don't know what it is. I actually just really don't. I kind of like don't want to catch up over text. I kind of because I want to just talk about all those things that we've missed out on when we see each other. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's weird. Like I kind of don't. I don't love that. Like I feel like some people love it. They're like. They talk to their friends every day. They've got a big group chat or whatever. They're always talking in the group chat. They're always sending pictures of what they're doing. And I'm just like, I just don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, it's just not
like,
your...
It's just not my vibe. Like, I don't want to fucking... I guess in the same way, though, like, outside of, like, sharing, things that we're doing, as part of our jobs or streams or content and stuff, like things we're enjoying doing on social media, I don't really... I don't really like feel like we've ever, or at least I've ever like I never ran a proper Facebook. Do you know what I mean? Where like every day I update my status with a cool thought, or like I don't really want to fucking just put someone out there for the sake of putting out there. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does. Yeah, no, I 100% get what you're saying. You're like you just don't get any kind of like fulfillment from putting stuff out there, like whether that's the communicating with people or like it's like sharing yourself online or whatever. Whereas a lot of people, that's their, they love doing that. They love that as their means of socialization.
But like, I fucking love streaming, and I know you love streaming too, and like that. But that is such like a fucking. It's not that dissimilar, to be honest. But I guess maybe there's the instant interaction and stuff that like makes streaming a lot more enjoyable. Whereas that kind of just like put a status up or like. Put a message in the group chat. I don't know.
I guess it's instant, isn't it? You go live, you reply to people, you talk to them, and then the stream ends and it's done. There's no like lingering. I've sent a message, I've got to wait for them to reply. Now they've replied, oh shit, I need to reply to them.
There's so much anxiety built up in that messaging process.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. I get so anxious about messaging. It's like a big issue I have of just like, it just overwhelms me. I just get so overwhelmed by it.
I mean, I remember as a kid as well, talking to your mates and be like, "Oh, mate, that girl hasn't responded to you. You responded too quickly or whatever." Just all of the fucking the meta of like, have you responded in the correct time? I mean, even that is psychopathic now when I think about it. It's
don't look too keen. Don't wait too long.
Like fuck my life. Like I just don't want it. I just excommunicate myself from any of those platforms where just like fucking
super fucking stressful.
Yeah, so stressful.
Yeah.
Well, I hope this all pans out for this lovely question asker. I'm sure their friends will be more than accepting and understanding.
And, they sound like they're good. They're good people.
Good pals.
I hope they have. You all have a nice time when they come to visit you in the UK.
Hi, 0 Degrees. My partner and I were invited to my cousin's wedding, but they only had space for us in the evening. We said we would attend. A few weeks later, we were also invited to another wedding, my partner's cousin, which happens to be on the same day. I think they're married together. The cousin's getting married.
Oh my God.
Family circle. They invited us to the whole event, so we agreed to go to their wedding during the day and leave early so we could attend my cousin's wedding in the evening. It all seemed to work out perfectly.
Okay.
However, my cousin then subsequently contacted me and explained they felt so bad about us not being able to attend during the day that they had reorganized the plans. So now there was space for us.
Oh.
I feel bad about saying to my cousin we can't attend after all the effort they went to reorganizing their wedding to fit us in, but I would also feel bad cancelling the other wedding, seeing as we already said we would attend and all our food was ordered, etc. What would you do in this situation?
Okay. There's an update, but it says read after you've answered.
I'm putting my finger on it. I can't read it. No reading.
No reading. Okay. So
that is pretty awkward. That's pretty awkward.
There's two options, right?
Okay.
The first option is that you go to your own cousin's wedding, your partner goes to their cousin's wedding, and you just don't go to the weddings with each other.
I back that. That's my instant reaction was like, that has to be the solution.
Yeah, that you just,
You do a split. Yeah.
You do the split. Or you go back to the cousin and say, I'm so sorry. In that time, plans were now made and we're going to another wedding during the day, but we will still love to come in the evening. You know, I'm so sorry.
I don't think you can do that.
No?
My logic for the Delta split is realistically, it's your cousin, and we don't know their relationships, but realistically, the cousin wants you to be there, and your partner being there is a nice bonus, and vice versa. Yeah. And so I don't think they would be anywhere near as offended if your partner dropped out, but you said you were still going, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I just feel like it respects the effort made. Then there's like a kind of added bonus to to your partner's cousin's wedding because then they get to go in the evening there. It kind of sucks not to be able to go to both of them together. Like that's kind of like kind of shit. But I just feel like if they've put in a load of effort to rejig the day, you're kind of cooked. If you just fucking be like, sorry, we're going to another wedding. Like, Joe, if it was like, sorry, we have, I don't know, a driving test. If it was like something else that was like expensive, unmovable. It's just the fact it's another wedding feels like you kind of have snubbed their wedding.
Oh, I don't know if I think I might be on the other side of the fence on this one. I think, okay, well, firstly, if you want to be petty, bitch, why take you so long to invite me to during the day, huh? Why did I only get evening? Why was I like second best and then I got bumped up? Like, why did it take you so long? So there's that, if you're going to be petty.
True.
And also the partner's cousin, it says that their food is all ordered and stuff. So you would also be fucking those people over by being like, well, I'm not coming. I don't know what the wedding deal is, but I'm assuming they've paid for her food.
Yeah, I mean, but one person's food versus two people's food. Do you know what I
mean?
mean? Like,
that's true.
Yeah, you kind of get a little bit down. Like, it's not as fucked.
I think in this situation, it obviously depends on the relationship with the cousin because I don't have any cousins, and so I can't like do a comparison.
You don't have any cousins?
No cousins.
Really?
Cousinless.
This is new law.
It's new law.
This is new fucking 100 and something episodes in. How is this not?
Well, actually, I'm sort of lying. I am sort of actually lying.
Okay. You disowned your cousins. You did live disownment. I
hope they're listening now. No, so basically, my mum has a half sister who lives in New Zealand, who has kids, but I have no interaction with them whatsoever, and like the family kind of like fractured, and I don't know them. So I guess I technically do, but I don't count, I don't think of it as like, oh, my cousins.
It's fine. You can just say they're dead to you. They're dead to you.
I just don't know them. But
that's fair. They are just random people then.
They're just random people, basically. But if I had a cousin who I was really close to and they were like more like a sister to me or whatever, then I would say, okay, then yeah, you should go to the full wedding of your cousin. You two should do the split. And that would be the best thing to do. But if it's a kind of cousin that, well, I guess you're not that close to because they didn't even invite you to the fucking daytime bit, then I would turn around and say, I'm so sorry. In that time, we're now going to a different wedding, but we will be there for the evening. It's your fucking fault for not inviting me in the first place, bitch.
It's so hard to say as well because, like, I mean, like, the way I'm framing it in my brain is like, my relationship with my cousins is very different to my relationship with like my brothers and sisters. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's like I'm pretty close with some of my cousins, but just nowhere near compared to like you couldn't do this to your brother or sister. Do you know what I mean? You'd have to. Like,
oh my god, no!
Like
no,
so, like
yeah.
But I know some people, they have like, their cousins are like their brothers and sisters. Maybe they grew up in a house down the street. They don't have brothers and sisters, so they kind of filled that gap. And so it's
super close.
It's just, I think that scales it as well. Like if you are one of those people where like your cousins are your brothers and sisters, which I know sounds strange, but in the UK I feel like it's actually quite a common thing where people grow up and like they're only a couple streets over from their cousins or whatever, and they're always round, and they're always being babysat together or whatever, like similar ages. Like it's quite common in the UK that people treat their cousins as kind of closer parts of family than maybe other people do.
I think in that situation, then you've got to go to the full thing.
All right, should we do the update? See what's going on?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I forgot to send this in, so my partner... So this is the update. So read after you've answered. I forgot to send this in, so my partner and I have now made a decision. Oh, no. But I thought I would still send this in and give you an update to see if you matched our answer. Wait, I haven't read the next bit. What are we saying? What are we saying they should do?
I'm saying go to the partners during the day, cousins during the evening.
I'm saying go to neither, fuck them both off. Right. They said, we kept our original plan and went to my partner's cousin during the day and my cousin's wedding during the evening. We were very apologetic to my cousin and thanked them for all the effort they went to, but explained to them we had already agreed to attend another wedding during the day and didn't feel we could cancel. Now,
I think that's good.
I think that's so fair, because the thing is, weddings are kind of fun to go to with partners, right? Like it's kind of, it is a little bit lonely going to a wedding on your own.
Well, yeah, it depends how many people you know there. Sometimes it's like I guess this is a family wedding, so you'll know more people, but they definitely can be really lonely and you do want someone to go with you.
Yeah. So I feel like they took the plunge and did the harder option, I would say.
Yeah, I'm pro the choice that they made.
I'm pro-choice as well, Lydia. It's nice to just get that in. It's nice to just reaffirm where we stand on abortion.
Yeah, just get that in quickly.
It's good. It's good. I think they made the correct decision. I back that. But it's just that that relationship with your cousin. I don't know. I mean, clearly you would dip in a second.
Oh my God, yeah. I get a fucking invite to New Zealand. I'm like, what? No. I'm not going all the way to New Zealand for your wedding. For fuck's sake. I answered that.
Do we have time for a quick one? Is there a short one?
A quickie. Hello, 0 Degrees folks. I have been working on upgrading the products I use in the shower. I'd like feedback and suggestions. At the moment, I have shampoo and conditioner, which I Googled shampoo for oily hair, CeraVe oily facial cleanser, a moisturizing body wash, and post-shower, I use a bar of antiperspirant and deodorant, Fiji scented.
Well, this is crazy. This is right in the deep end.
I love this.
There's no like where's the patter? There's no patter. It's just straight in a shopping list.
I'm for this efficiency. I love this. And I love that we know the scent as well. I don't have acne anymore, really, but I get quite oily throughout the day. I think these products have helped. Is there anything I should be adding to my routine? Swapping out? Removing? Please help, a lowly bleb. Right. Okay. Harry, hit me with your skincare routine.
Fucking shampoo and then
on your skin.
Bar of soap. I mean, shampoo's not for your hair; it's for your skin. It's for your scalp, right? Like, I thought that was always the thing, that actually you're not like shampoo actually dries out your hair and isn't great for your hair.
Oh God, I don't know. I'm not the right person to be asking this.
I'm pretty sure water cleans your hair pretty effectively, and the shampoo you're using is actually meant to be for the skin on your head.
Oh,
and where the follicles meet your head. I don't know. I may be completely fucking incorrect. I'm a fucking man, so we're asking. I'm gonna play the man card.
Clearly don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm fucking playing the man card right now. I use a CeraVe one. I can't remember what it was, but they're meant to be really good.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
So that's good. I use that and some moisturizer, and then some antiperspirant. Probably, honestly, I could have written this question.
I mean, it kind of sounds exactly like what this person does.
I feel like that is a normal routine. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're not fucking, like some people have like alcohol fucking lemon scented fucking cum drops that they drop onto their face and rub in. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not spending 7 hours researching which of those alcohol cum drops I'm putting on my face. Like, I just don't care. Like, if I look like shit when I'm 60, brilliant. You know, great.
I will welcome it.
You know, I'm inside enough. I'm not getting fucking sun damaged skin, so that's fine. You know, it's just the smoking.
Oh, I guess that's an important thing. The sun cream is important. I am. I mean, they say you should wear it all year round, but I feel like in the UK, I mean, you probably should still wear it all year round. I definitely try and make sure I wear sun cream when it's sunny and hot, because that's probably the most important thing you can do to take care of your skin.
What do you talk us through your, also, sorry, I like their little image. They've got their little bleb badge in their image. Have you seen this?
No.
They've got a little picture of what they've, their stuff, and they've got a little bleb badge in it. It's brilliant. It's cute.
I can't see it because I'm not logged in, but it sounds.
I'll send you the one sec.
Yeah, send me the picture.
Okay. So talk us through yours, Lydia. Is yours complex? Is this?
Oh, well, I'm the classic. Every now and again, I decide that skincare is my passion, and buy a million different products, use them twice and never use them again. Is the kind of skincare routine I like to do. Completely inconsistent. Hoard and be completely inconsistent and never stick to anything and forget that I own those products and then rinse and repeat. But I would say, honestly, it's not that different from this. Shampoo and conditioner, I try and use stuff which... Well, actually, no, I don't. I was about to say I try and use stuff which doesn't have sulfates in it or whatever, because I have curly hair and it dries it out. But honestly, if I'm lazy, I'll just buy whatever. I use a cleanser, which I got from Japan, which is great. Sometimes I exfoliate. I use body wash.
I mean, to be fair, a whole like skincare routine is a lot more important for a lady who puts makeup on her face. Like, I'm not putting anything on my face. I feel like that in itself, you need to take a lot more care of your skin, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, but dude, I'm the worst. I literally go to sleep in my makeup like every night. I never take it off.
Wait, isn't that really bad for you?
Yeah. But I don't know. I've really struggled with like routine. In the evening, I just kind of like, boom, go to bed. And then
tomorrow's problem.
Tomorrow's problem. And then I'll take my old makeup off before I put on my new makeup, which is what you shouldn't do, but it's what I do.
We are not advertising this as a strategy. This is not Lydia's sneaky tips.
It's not a tip. It's probably making my skin gross. But I do use moisturizer, but that's when I remember. And I have a million different serums and vitamin C oil and all this shit.
Do you think you could name what all of them do?
Oh my God. Vitamin C, I think, brightens your skin, maybe.
Do we want bright skin? Is that?
Oh, I have like glyceric acid and silurific acid. I don't even
These sound like things that people put in food to make them taste nicer.
I don't even know how to say them, but I think they do something for your pores. I don't know.
How much of it is a scam? Like, honestly, like people have lived for thousands of fucking years. Just kind of, put some water on your face.
Yeah. I as much as I do every now and again get suckered into buying these skincare things, even though I'm terrible at using them and everything. I would not class myself as a skincare girly. I don't know if you can tell. But I strongly believe that a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it is bullshit. Because I think what it really comes down to is sun exposure, how much water you drink, and most importantly, your genes.
Yep.
Because
I buy Levi's.
Always buy Levi's. They are so good for your ass skin. But I would say that I'm fairly lucky with my skin. For a body that loves to just break at a whim, I've always been quite lucky with my skin. I never had acne or it's never really caused me too much of a pain, where I've had friends that have really struggled with their skin. And so I know that I've seen them how obviously frustrating it is.
It can be a real point of like anxiety for people.
Oh my God,
Like, it can be really debilitating in that way.
Super debilitating. My brother had like terrible acne and he had to go on the medication, and it really messed his confidence up. So in that sense, I've been really, really lucky. But as I've just said, it's not because I'm doing a 16-step skincare routine and I'm super healthy and I work out and all that stuff. I don't even take my fucking makeup off. I think it's just I just got lucky in my genes. My mother, father have just given me I just got lucky. I just don't have super oily skin or whatever that might cause those kind of things. I think moisturizing is good because my skin does get dry. So moisturizing.
How much of the kind of new skincare, because it feels like there's like, I mean, I'm just, whenever I walk through a Boots, I'm kind of like blown away by the
Oh my God, it's huge, isn't it?
variety of just stuff on sale. How much of that do you think is actually pushed by like years of photoshopped faces and people?
Oh my God,
just like people basically just trying to get rid of pores on their face.
Yeah,
it's just like
normal skin texture.
Yeah, like people are like, I don't want
has.
my skin to have a hole in it. It's like, that is your skin breathing.
That's like a pore. Like, that's just skin.
That is what your skin should look like. Like, I do think people's brains have been slightly broken.
Oh my God, massively, by advertising and you know, consumerism and filters and editing and all that stuff. 100%. Like, I don't think if you spend £80 on this cream, you're suddenly going to have really young, beautiful skin. Oh, another thing as well is, so wait, what did I say? Genes, sun damage. Obviously, I think if you are someone that has gone out in the sun a lot with no sun cream, that is going to age you. It's going to, you know, it's not good for your skin. Being really dehydrated isn't good for your skin, but also stress. If you have a really stressful life, your skin shows it as well. Like, I know people who have kids and they look a lot older than they are in terms of their skin because they are stressed and they're not sleeping much and stuff like that.
Back to that bloody sleep.
Yeah, literally sleep. You're not sleeping much, your skin's gonna not look great. So I honestly think that a lot of this skincare stuff is bullshit. I do think, obviously, keep your skin clean, moisturize your skin, don't let it dry out, and you know, and wear sun cream and stuff. But I think all of the lotions and potions, and this is from someone that's fucking bought all the lotions and potions, I think a lot of it is bullshit. But saying that, that's coming from a place of privilege as someone who hasn't had to deal with like problem skin. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who have had problem skin and then have had a routine and it has helped their skin. So also take everything I say as bullshit.
I certainly know some of my friends who had, you know, acne and stuff like that. But at that point, it's like you're going to the doctor. Do you know what I mean? You're not just like you're not like you're just like on the whim buying stuff because you saw it on Dick Doc and like fucking you go buy it from Boots. But it's like you're being prescribed a medication for a treatment. You know, for kind of a disease or like a, you know, like an infection.
Well, it's a medical thing, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's like at that point, I don't think it's like, it's not about aesthetics. It's about like being healthy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of a difference. Like some of this to me is like a lot more just people not trying to just be healthy, but trying to reach an aesthetic goal.
Yeah.
Which, dude, do whatever you want. I just personally don't care.
Yeah. Like I like this, like the taking care, self-care, like all of that, like looking after yourself, pampering yourself. Like I love that element of it. I'm just lazy and can't keep a routine. So. Also, what this person
it's big
said.
Money. It's big fucking money as well.
Well, it's big fucking money. It's huge. Skincare is such a big business. But this person made a good point. Antiperspirant, and they use deodorant as well. So this is a good thing to if you're thinking, why am I stinky? But you're wearing deodorant. It's because deodorant doesn't stop you sweating. It's more like a perfume for your pits, whereas antiperspirant is meant to like stop the sweat so you don't get the BO. So I actually think this person has a really good little system down.
I would say they are like doing more than most.
Yeah. I'm looking at the picture now. Yeah, this stuff looks great. I love the little bleb. This stuff, it looks real good. Oh, I like the look of that shower cream. Ooh, lavender.
I feel like you almost need to like use that for a year and be like, am I happy? Am I confident in myself? Do I feel good about myself? If I don't, what are the things that I need to, I feel like I personally want to improve to make myself feel happier and more confident, improve those things.
Yeah.
But if I do feel like I've lived a happy and confident life, that's probably great because that is a lot of products and that's a lot of things. Like I'm very conscious of people just like being like, oh, you need to add zinc to your face. It's like, what?
I probably have something with zinc in it.
Why do I need zinc in my face?
You need zinc, because it's Harry.
Good. And the fucking people who leave comments about Barry's so ignorant about skincare routines. Okay, sure, I probably am. But you know what? I think I am return to monkey. Okay? We've lived for thousands of years without rubbing zinc on our face. We probably get zinc from some things that we eat that we don't longer get anymore, whatever. But like, I don't think you need to buy something that put zinc on your face for like £70. That's my take.
Okay, well, I know what someone's getting for Christmas.
Zinc.
A big bottle of zinc.
It's magnesium, isn't it? One of the metals they always put on their
just
face.
Rub some metal on your
Just
face,
one of those
Harry. You'll be
raw
golden.
metals, just straight on your face, mate.
Just get a bit of lead.
I mean,
rub it
I'm
on
not
your
like
skin.
a big like. There's like those jade rocks that people like used to like.
Oh,
is it
gaish is
gaish?
something like that. It was a G.
And there's like it was like jade, and they like.
Yeah, and you rub it on your skin.
And
I've
it's
got one
like,
of them
that's
probably in a drawer somewhere.
And it's like, is that good for you? Is that doing? What's that doing? How
I think
does
that's
that
more
work?
like drainage, right? Like drain your face of its
Of its
drainage.
natural draining ability. Yeah, you know what? Great.
Everyone go fucking rub some lead on your face and drain your skin away.
I think that will make people feel really good.
Yeah.
Good job,
Good
guys.
job. We did it. Another problem solved.
Another problem solved. I think they're doing great. We're going to get, I just know. The thing is, when we talk about a subject, we get a lot of questions in about that subject.
Yeah.
I can just already foresee someone has opened the question sheet and they're just about to type in a fucking 7-page essay on why I'm completely wrong and why you need magnesium and zinc and sulfuric chloric acid and fucking mustard gas and fucking
gas
all of these things to be rubbed onto your face. And you know what? I won't read it, but I'm happy for them.
Oh, well, I'll read it. So send it on in.
I'm happy for them.
Right. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to our podcast. Also, little update, everyone. Ravs is alive. Ravs is alive. So if you're worried, if you're listening to this and you're like, shit, I hope Ravs isn't dead. We've just seen a message. He is alive.
He's alive, everybody. Good. Sad news. Yeah. Ravs is alive. Bring you this sad news. He was just ill.
He's just not feeling well. So yeah.
So mate, well, I mean, things can still go downhill.
Oh my god!
For fuck's sake!
Right, we're off to do a Patreon.
Yes, we're going to do a little Am I the Arsehole, and we'll catch you all there. Come join us. See you in a bit.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.